Hello guys, we're here. We're just parked at the side of the track in a private quali session. Thank you for tuning in if you have done, but we are live with just a 10-minute quali, so I've probably got too much fuel in for this, not the usual 15 minutes. But let's go get some laps in. We've got too much fuel in for a 10-minute quali. But I don't want to waste the time by going back in again and taking some out and coming back out. Sorry for the lack of intro. I misclicked a button so the stream wasn't live, and also we only stream from quali onwards. We don't stream in the practice session. Right, over we go for our first flying lap attempt. So now he's already set a pole lap. Down to third gear for the first right-hander, keeping it tight, bobbing it into second. You've got to be careful when you get on the power in these front-wheel drive cars too early and you basically drift wide. Not too bad first sequence. Up to fourth gear. Might even make it to fifth, I don't think so. Heavy braking down to third gear. Trying to not let the back step out a bit deep. We didn't make the apex. Staying in third gear. Helps control the wheel spin on exit, for me anyway. Little lift. The poor lines for that sequence of three corners. Little lift now to get it turned in for this one and to prevent you from running wide. Then heavy braking, using the engine to do much of the slowing down. It tightens up right at the end, feeding that power in, and off we go again. Dropping it to third gear for our next little sequence. Little lift exit tightens up just at the end of the curbing. The corner gets tighter. If you stay on power, you drift wide. Third gear again, touch your brake to help turn it in. That might be a cut. No, we got away with it. Right down to third gear. Staying off the throttle using engine braking mostly. Now we want it tight on exit so we can get the power down early. That's good. That's good. Little lift. Try hard not to run wide. That's a lap done, not an amazing lap, but it is a lap. Time on the board. Let's see how we fare. 12th, midfield. Tense in the first sequence. Better lines through that section this time, pulled back half a second. Got that half-second advantage. Not a bad lap. It's going to see us move up a little bit. Not amazingly, but hopefully a decent chunk. Tenths. What were you cut? Oh, wasn't. Another couple of tenths. Right, another couple of tenths. Might just get us up to P9 maybe. Yep, there we go. If you are in the pits, please go on track. If you're not on a flying lap, please return to the pits. So we will do a quick test pit stop because this is not a particularly amazing lap. Not going to see any improvement. Looking pretty good. No disconnect so far. It seems to have worked. Fabulous. I mean, I've got a nice big desk in front of me that's made of wood, so I better touch it because we've had no disconnects. Congrats. Oh, Blankfile, did you just pinch pole right at the end there? Last I saw, Minimus had the pole. Oh, you cheeky monkey. I was about to say congrats, Minimus, but congrats, Blankfile. Well done, sir. Pole position. Minimus, very close in second. And Johnny, a little bit of a gap there, but Johnny making up the front of the second row, joined by Daniel Gabardi with him on that second row. Well done, guys. Anybody who's going AFK, yeah, definitely. If you're going AFK, please just call out your name, because otherwise it's hard for me to know who's gone. Just say your name and off you go.
Yes, I'm going. Bill.
Cheers, Bill.
Minimus away, just a second.
Bill, Dazad's Minimus, thank you.
Fancy Jake, going for a break.
Cheers.
Noodle going for a break.
White Noodly. I don't know what fancy setup magic those speedy boys have got, but yes, pulling out a second over the majority of the field's pretty impressive in the minis. Definitely set up.
Large.
Yes, it's definitely set up. It's not skill. It's not skill.
Entirely set up.
Oh, is it? Don't give the shit. Don't tell us that. We're all believing in the magic skill of the MVRCs and the KCSRs out there up front. I mean, obviously Minimus has put hours and hours of practice in because it's his combo. But yeah, well done, guys. Impressive times. Are your tyres going to last though? If it's that impressive a setup, are they just going to burn up after the first corner?
Dazad's back.
Cheers, Dazads.
We have not tested this in any meaningful way. So we'll find out.
Well, yeah,
I've done
yeah.
a full stint. They're fine.
Oh, right.
There you go.
Cheers, Jake. Thank you, Jake.
Confidence.
Full of confidence. Thank you, guys. Cheers, Bill. We still had Noodly Doodly. I think Jake said he's back. Noodle said he was going, didn't he? Dazads, I think. And Minimus, that's right.
Noodle's back.
Cheers, Noodle. Thank you, Redacted. Dazads, are you with us? I think you said you were going as well.
I'm back.
Thank you, sir. Just a Noodle.
No, Noodle's here, it's just Minimus.
Oh, just Minimus.
Noodle, what happened with your quali, man? Did you just not nail it, or because you have practiced faster? I know you.
The front tire is just nothing, no grip. Don't know why. I think the extra temperature just killed them.
I was over a second off my quickest time. I just couldn't put it together.
No, I seem to get it in all the time now. All of a sudden, the car just goes weird.
Don't forget to load your setup at the start of each session. I do keep getting that bug.
Oh, is it each session?
Yeah,
Sometimes you have to do it.
It's intentional. You have to load it.
I thought it was just each server.
Still a bug. But yes, I agree.
Minimus is back.
Load each session.
Cheers, Minimus. So you definitely have to load it each session, not just each loading into the game, as it were, into the server.
Yeah.
All right.
In theory, no.
In theory,
but I definitely
in
find
practice.
Result is to just you don't have to tinker with anything. Just open.
Just load it up.
And then go back out. Yep.
Cheers for the top tip there, Johnny. You know that means you're not going to win now because everybody's suddenly going to have the right setup. But we do appreciate your honesty. Good luck, guys. It is going to be quite door bashy, I suspect, because that's what these cars are all about. But we can do that, in a way that is still gentlemanly and fun and great racing and leaving space. Good luck, everybody. Anybody need to ask a question before we go to race? Are we all good?
Yeah, I'm back.
Excellent. Right, here we go then, guys. Have fun, enjoy it, and don't forget to go and join Jonas in the commentary booth. I haven't seen if he's in there, actually. He is in there at the end of the race. Go and join Jonas in the commentary booth. Oh, who did we lose? Oh, Alpha Signal. Well, there is absolutely nothing we can do, unfortunately. But here we go, guys. We've got to keep going. Good luck. Have fun.
Good luck.
Good luck, boys.
Good luck, guys.
Good luck.
Load that setup, guys. Load that setup. Yeah, well, I join you there, sir. Oh, you're behind me. I'll try not to leave it standing on the line like I did yesterday. Okay, yes. Yeah, good luck, sir. Let's see if we can make it a good one. My plan is 21st, 37 second, maybe front tyres second, maybe not. First stop is anywhere, well, anytime you can fit 20 litres in, you can stop. The tank size, I believe, is 44. So, yes, it's 44. So long as you've got 24 or less litres, you can pit for that first stint. Second stint, lap 18, end of lap 18, I believe, is your pit window start. Yes, that's right, that's right. It's going to be crowded into that turn one, gentlemen. Let's do our best to keep it all clean and everybody to enjoy that full 60 minutes. yeah. But it's going to be crucial just to survive those first couple of laps when it's crazy intense. Hopefully everybody's readied up. It'll go full time, obviously, because Jonas hasn't readied up. Good luck, everybody.
Good luck.
Yeah, good luck.
Good luck.
Right, we survived. A little bit of space behind. Allows me to focus on front. Currently P11. In turn 2, safe on the outside. Trying to now look after my front tyres as much as I can. Maybe save time in the pit stop by not have to take them. We do have a wet stint. That'll start about 45 minutes left and last about 15 minutes. Oh, hold Bill. Spin. Bit of space now.
Apologies for the unintentional brake check there, Bluefear.
That's no problem.
Trying to control the temperature of the front right. How you doing, Franco? Don't forget you can do that early pit stop if you're battling. Lovely move, Bill. Tell me what fuel you've got left as you cross the line so I can check your fuel usage. 24.5 for me. Yeah, you're using slightly more than I am, so maybe put 22 litres in on your first stop. Or maybe 23 on your first stop. I think it's worth saving fuel, just put an extra few litres in. First stop, take 23 is my recommendation. Have you pitted, Franco? No problem, no problem.
I'm pitting, Frano. Pitting. Mondoni is pitting.
Sorry for the tapping.
It's okay.
accelerated.
Well.
Thank you, Nonny.
Minimus, are you right behind me? Fear?
Is the blue fear?
Yeah.
Yes.
You're invisible.
Interesting.
Yeah, go for it.
Interesting, I just pit for a tyre change and it's not changed my tyres, but I have to wait the time.
It's a new one.
Yep.
But this should just be fuel and no tyres.
Blue fear, let me know if you have more pace than me. I have fuel savings, so I might not be that fast.
My pace is sporadic, so I'll let you know.
I seem okay. And it is stopped raining. We go through the wet bit. I put 20 litres in. I put 20 litres in and I've got 19.3 left now. That was as I crossed the line. Can't
Yeah,
quite
I'll let
hit.
you go on the straight because I'm on old tyres.
Can't quite hear you, Franco, so not sure what you're saying. 15 crossing the line, okay. And how much did you put in? Just 20 litres or something like that? You need to go as far as you can and put a full tank in. That would be my best guess for you. The plan was only 37 litres, so that's an extra 7 or so litres with a full tank. With a full tank. Per lap? Per lap I'm getting 3.2 a lap at the moment. You're obviously using a bit more than I am. I stay in third gear for a lot of corners that maybe you do second. My tyres are holding up, they're above halfway. My laps aren't great, but they're not terrible either. I think the tyres are costing me about a second, so I'm thinking of taking tyres just fronts.
Sorry.
Sorry. No, I lost the bucket.
You all good?
Yep.
Missing this lap. Tyres and fuel. I'm doing 37. Seems to be going to plan at the moment. J-turn P2 pitting. Sorry Franco, what was the question? 7 litres, 7.0 exactly, as I pit.
I'm pitting, Frano pitting.
I just hope I've judged this right. I don't want to have to pit again or fuel save.
Jake B16
It's pretty much the same as what I've done, man. 37 to 44, so only 7 different. It's too late for me to change now. Well, in fact, I didn't have enough room for 37. Never mind. Let's hope it gets to the end. You should still be alright, man. I calculated the end of lap 18 with a full tank you can get to the end, and that's what I had. You might need to stay in third gear for more corners, Frank, and do a bit of fuel saving. HyperX tires feel really good. Because I've got 13 laps of fuel in the tank with 20 minutes to go, that should be alright. Nonny. I think the lead lots will have to stop. Fuel check 30.3 in the tank, 30.3. I think we're alright. I think some of the fast boys haven't pitted their second stop yet. Yeah, there's one ahead of me just pitted. It'll be a quick stop for Just Fuel though. Do we get past? Yeah, we have.
Since 90 right, I'm going in the pits. Staying right, going in the pits.
Cheers, Jake.
Thank you.
Thank you, Uwe. Yes, lots of people pitting.
Sorry, Grumpy, yeah, I'm on AI control, unfortunately. Just be aware.
That's Grumpy, by the way, everyone.
Give it a heads up, Grumpy.
Is that AI, did you say?
Yeah, Grumpy is under AI control.
Sorry, guys.
You can try and tell it to
Hit the
come.
wrong button and when I pitted.
You can try and tell it to come back in and swap, or you can just leave it with only 5 minutes to go. I don't think it matters.
No, I'm gonna come in and swap. So slow.
Position are you in, Franco? Because I've got just over 4 laps left, that's 14 litres. You should be alright, it's 2 minutes a lap, it won't be more than 3 more laps. one more lap.
Thank you, Noni.
Well, I'm happy with 6th. I'll take 6th. I think the strategy was a reasonable one. Didn't have a great first stint, but we did pull it back. I think in the wet in the middle stint worked quite well. Finished with 4 litres of fuel left into a spare lap. You finished, Franco? Good job, man. Good job. Oh, hopefully you had some good battles, man. Did you have a spin or a crash? What happened, man? Because you were there and then you weren't.
Well done, Minimus.
Oh no, no worries, man, no worries.
Yeah, that was...
My team strategist promised me that the one stop was impossible.
Oh, yeah!
Hey, one stopped it! Oh, bloody hell.
Yeah, and actually,
Wow.
I was really surprised that nobody else did it, because with the front wheel driven cars, you can actually save a lot of fuel without losing much pace. And
Tactics
I
king.
forgot to load my SimHub fuel calculator, so I didn't have that help in the race. I didn't know if I can
Holy
push or
shit.
not, but I had 1.5 liters of fuel left in the end.
Well, double
Wow.
well done, mate.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
calculated how much it would take to do that, and I thought, nah, there's no fucking way. So very well
Yeah, I thought so as well.
Very good job. Very good job.
I needed 10 minutes of fuel. I
Well
thought
done, Johnny.
that's way too much.
And Blank as well, mate. Well done, Blanky. Johnny.
Yeah, well done, everybody. Just to interrupt all the congratulations on the chat about good racing, because it was some epic racing. I really enjoyed my battles with Bill at various points. Cheers, Bill. But yes, don't forget Jonas in the stream. I'm going to go and head over there now. Please do come and join him.
Hey guys, I didn't plan it to.
A while. The flags seem to have gotten mixed up a little bit, as we have a couple of drivers waiting in here, it seems. Let's just see if any of them would like to come up to the stage. I will invite Johnny B. Hello, mate.
Hey, Jonas.
race you guys have had. I was watching that lead very, very closely. Tell me about what happened out there.
Yeah, so we're all a little bit in disbelief about how much fuel Minimus managed to save, because we all had thought about it, and especially when we were all going around in the rain and I was following Blank, I was saving a little bit while just sort of keeping on him rather than actually pushing hard, and saved a little tiny bit, but certainly not anywhere close to making it, and that was even with the rain. So I was convinced that so long as we kept the pace up, we'd be able to push him basically a lap further than he could go. But all credit to him for making it work.
Yeah, that seemed like a very, very crazy strategy. I actually thought both you and Blankfile were going to be on the one stop as well, and then I saw you stopping right close to the end, but you were making up ground. Just not enough this time around. Congratulations on your second place, though. Some solid points for the team. You must be happy with that.
We've I think not necessarily struggled, but just been massively incompetent so far this year, quite a lot of the time. So, obviously, last race we actually had a bit of pace, and then there were lots of stuff that went on with the second server, and then all kind of headaches going on from that. But good to get some actual points on the board again. And I don't know how the guys did in server 2, but hopefully they did all right as well.
Yeah, hopefully. I don't know either. I have been very focused on this one. I will let you go for the moment. Thank you for popping in. And I think we will be hearing from our race winner if we're lucky. Everybody who would like to speak, if you could please use the raise hand button just so I can keep an eye on. Hello, Minimus. Congratulations on the win. The only driver in the server to pull off the one-stop strategy.
Hello. Well, I have had a couple of crappy races lately, so really happy with the
Sean Drum
results.
subscribed to the channel.
Surprised nobody has tried one stop. I was quite sure that Johnny and Blankfile are one stop, then Blankfile stopped, and Johnny stopped, I think, on lap 14. And I was thinking like maybe he can do 16 laps the last stint. But no, I don't know. We had pretty much same pace during the first stint. There was a problem. I forgot to load my SimHub fuel calculator, so I was relying only on AMS2 fuel indicator, which made lap by lap comparing a bit difficult. I didn't know if I can push, so I was left actually with some extra fuel in the end.
That is not a bad position to be in, though.
No, it's not. It was interesting actually. You had to try kind of learn a new combo for fuel saving like that. It's like new lines and new braking points and new approach how to handle the car. And in the end, you don't lose that much time actually, and you can save like 15%.
That is incredibly well done. At least, like I said, I think you were the only driver to pull it off.
I think Jake did it on server 2.
Yeah, very, very good. Like I said, I have been very focused on this server. There was a lot going on in this race. Congratulations on the P1. That is great points for MVRC as well, which again, I'm not biased. You're biased. I will let you go for now, mate. And I think we will speak to Blankfile. I think he just needs to accept my invitation to speak, and he did. Congratulations on the P3. You seem to... Were you going for the one stop, or...?
No. Thank you, by the way. No, I was not going for the one stop. I thought it wasn't possible, so I didn't try.
Fair enough. You qualified incredibly well, and you were looking super fast during the the entire thing. So I was actually like I said, I thought both you and actually also thought the RRC guys were trying to go for the one stop, but apparently not. I think I've covered a lot of both you and Johnny were quite close on track the whole way through. like I said, some great points for the team, and I hope you must be really happy with that.
Yeah, obviously, very good points for the team. Double podium. Never gonna say no to that. But one thing I think I did wrong. I took 4 tires, and I think that's where I lost a lot of time compared to Johnny. And yeah especially Johnny. I thought the tires would wear more. That's what I get, I guess, for not practicing full tire wear simulations. I don't know.
I did notice that you seem to lose some time in the pit stop, and then that explains it. I do think these front-wheel drive little cuties will mostly tear through the fronts and not really use the rears much. So that's a lesson learned, I hope. But yeah, again, congratulations, double podium. You can be very, very happy with that. And I think I will let you go for the moment and invite Mr. J Turn to speak. And like I said, if anyone else would like to come up and speak, please do raise your hand. Hello, Mr. J Turn. You were also involved in some battling, I remember.
No,
but
I know a little bit.
Blanking on who?
It was mostly Bill, I think it was battling, but there was a point, I think, when I was leading, just due to how my pit strategy played out. So I literally was thinking whilst I was driving, oh, I might be on the stream again because I'm in first place. So yeah, there was that. But yeah, some great battles with Bill, and it's really nice to see a quality mix of teams. KCSR getting their two podium finishes, but MVRC, it's their combo after all. They've clearly put a lot of practice and thought in, and they did great. The RRC boys picking up 4 and 5. That's quality points for them, and then a real mix of teams below that. But the main reason why I wanted to come on here, Jonas, and speak was to say just once again thank you very much to all the viewers, but particularly you, sir, for doing the streams. We really do appreciate it, and I know I'm going to be heading on to watch that stream probably tomorrow when I get home from work. So cheers, man. It's really appreciated by all the drivers.
It is incredibly fun and a privilege to be broadcasting this championship. So thank you right back. Yeah. And I think that does it for our interviews here today. I see no more raised hands. So I will let you go, Jim, and I will wrap up the stream. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in and for coming along and speaking. This has been a great old time.
There you go, we'll leave that stream there. Just want to go say thank you to Jonas. Cheers, guys. If you do watch this stream, it is appreciated it. Hopefully it all worked okay. Seems to have streamed reasonable quality tonight. Really pleased with my 6th place. Had some nice battles, real nice battle with Bill. That was he I think took tyres on his first stint. I took tyres on my second stint. He made a little mistake and he tried to defend firm but fair. He defended firm but fair. He left me a little gap, and I seized that opportunity. And it was that was my main bit of action. I think I was following a few drivers for quite a while, but that bit of a battle with Bill, where I had the advantage of fresh front tyres, he had more worn front tyres, I assume. And yeah, so that was a little bit of fun. Anyway, we'll end it there. Thank you very much, guys, for tuning in. I'm really pleased that we didn't get mass disconnects. It's really good that we seem to have resolved that issue, or we know what the cause is and know how to avoid it. So yeah, hopefully lots of more great races in the coming weeks, taking us to Christmas in the AMS2 Community Cup. Good night. Have a good one. Bye bye.